It takes an eternity for a visionary to be born. Nikola Tesla was the one visionary whose inventions shaped the world we live in today. Best known for the development and distribution of alternating current electric systems and discovering the rotating magnetic field. Tesla was born on July 10, 1856, in Smiljan, an Austrian empire now in Croatia. At the peak of his career, Tesla wrote his book, My Inventions, which presented to the world a macroscopic image of the journey of his life and the birth of his groundbreaking experiments and discoveries. The book not only consists of anecdotes, but also puts forth the itinerary of Tesla's brilliant mind that manifested into the technologies we have today. Tesla believed that the early age of a human is far more benefactor than his adulthood. He can imagine and achieve so much more in those initial ages, as the mind and body are working at their full potential. Tesla admitted that his impact on the world would be far greater had he not conformed to the traditional methods of living as an adult. He also said that his achievements could have been much faster if he hadn't had any feud with his father about his career choices. His father wanted him to become a clerical officer while he desired to be an engineer. In this book, Tesla describes the difficulties and the experiences he went through that shaped his personality and his thought process. He also credits his mother for the exceptional genes of an inventor and the hard work his father put in him to make his memory strong by performing mental calculations and reciting long sentences. The demise of his younger brother at an early age also played an important role in shaping who he was. It was because every time Tesla would achieve a new milestone, his parents would constantly compare him to his dead brother. Tesla was not an ordinary kid from a very young age. He was interested in things that kids of his age wouldn't even think about. Both his parents identified his uniqueness and shaped his mind by memorization of classics and mathematical rigors. His father had received military education, but he chose to work as a priest in an Orthodox church while his mother was involved in making home crafts. This was where Tesla gained his passion for inventing new things. The demise of his younger brother, Dane Tesla, took a toll on Tesla's mind. Besides anxiety, the power of imagination was quite strong for Tesla. He could see things very clearly in his mind, as if it was reality. Sometimes it was too strong that he couldn't tell the difference between what was real and what was not. To cope with his thinking powers, Tesla began to focus on new images. He would visualize them and form new images from them in his mind. This kept his mind away from anxiety and helped it not wander anywhere else. Unlike other scientists, he utilizes the power of his visualizations to materialize new concepts and ideas in his mind. For example, he would see a thing and would then decode it into his mind and do experiments just by the power of visualization to see how it can be utilized in reality. Indeed, Tesla was gifted. When other inventors would be wasting their time by experimenting and testing things in their shops, Tesla would do it in his mind, which saved him not only time and money. When he finally began materializing his visions, the result would be exactly as he imagined. This sharpened his observation, and he would identify the problem beforehand. He knew in his mind what would be the cause and effect of a particular invention. One has to be sane to think clearly, but one can think deeply and be quite insane. Tesla's visions were so strong that by age 12, he had figured out that the creation of machines that would work on their own would be possible. In today's era, we see automatons such as robots and artificial intelligence working on their own. Tesla was always fascinated by sharp objects and flashes of light that when he did not get those visions, he would not be able to sleep. As a child, Tesla had a weak grip on the vices of life. He would easily get lost in the pleasures of this world, such as smoking, gambling, and excessive consumption of coffee. To control these urges, he would let himself loose in the books. One of the most influential books that shaped him was Autobiography, written by a Hungarian writer, Josica. To become the best at their craft, Tesla trained his body to maintain the same weight for 35 years. His power of observation was strong, so he had learned to fight his instincts and provide his body and mind with the right amount of everything. Tesla says that these are the qualities of a great inventor: observation and resourcefulness. This instinct saved Tesla's life not only once, but twice. Once when he was stuck underwater, and the other time when the water from the dam tried to sweep him away. Tesla says in his book that the primary motivation of an inventor should be saving and making people's lives easy. Tesla's first ever invention was the hooks that are used to catch fish. He also designed pop guns and wooden swords in his childhood. He also constructed and operated many water turbines out of curiosity in his new school. Tesla was exceptionally good at math and physics, but the main villain of his story was freehand drawing, as it was a compulsory subject and he despised it. Despite all his struggles and the serious illnesses he faced throughout his educational journey, Tesla became a mechanical engineer. His professor at the Polytechnic School in Graz encouraged his idea of the rotating magnetic field. What Tesla wanted to achieve was beyond human logic and reasoning, but his gift of visualization gave him the power to walk on this journey alone. He again suffered an uncanny illness, but it made his hearing and sight exceptionally strong. This hypersensitivity of his nerves was the key to his magnetic field invention. His worst disease paved for him the path to becoming the biggest inventor and revolutionary of all time. Tesla faced problems in his life, but he always found solutions. The key to finding secrets of the universe is to align yourself with the energy, vibrations, and frequency of the universe. Later in his life, he also formed a close relationship with Thomas Edison and formed the Tesla Electric Company in America, which became the ground basis of the Tesla cars we see on the road today. Tesla also designed a way to communicate wirelessly. He believed that energy can travel without wires with a different mean. He encountered much opposition from people, but he believed in the power of his mind and his ability to visualize things beforehand. Tesla was ahead of his time, and his book, My Inventions, is the testimony of his life and his thought processes. By reading Tesla's book, we can encourage ourselves to focus more on the power of imagination and visualization. Instead of making our minds wander, we should try to observe everything that is happening outside of us as well as inside of us. The only way out is in, and Nikola Tesla accurately implemented and incorporated this saying into his life, which led him to become the biggest revolutionary of his time. Instinct is something that transcends knowledge. We have undoubtedly certain finer fibers that enable us to perceive truths when logical deduction or any other willful effort of the brain is futile.